The item lookup order creation function is accessible from both the front counter menu and from within the orders menu. This function allows you to pre-select rental and merchandise items and then choose to put them on an order or create a transfer for them. Upon entering this screen, you will be able to choose whether you are searching for rental items merchandise or non-stock merchandise item. If you choose to search for rental items, you will also be able to decide if you wish to search by description, item number, asset ID, barcode ID, serial number, rental rate, or group. For merchandise and non-stock items, you can search by description, part number, manufacturer, SKU, or UPC code. Next, you may decide whether the items will go on a reservation, quote, or an order. You may wish to optionally search for equipment by rate code and further reserve items by rate code, leaving the decision of which specific item to rent until the time of converting a reservation to an order. By entering either a rental length, date and time out, or date and time due, the quantities available for the items you are searching for will display differently. This search screen defaults this criteria to begin at the current date and time for a rental length of 1 day, although the default rental length is controllable within the Store Manager file. At the description field, you will type in characters that help identify the item you are looking for based on the rental or merchandise selection criteria you chose above. Once you've entered something in this field, you would click on the Search button or press Enter to display the results of your search. By doing so, a list of items that match your criteria will display. The screen will show you critical quantity information about the items, such as quantities owned, on rent, in the shop, in transit, and available. The 4 most common rates will display also, and the far right columns will show if the items are late, if they are overbooked, and if they are currently on rent. You can view vital information about the items that are displayed by utilizing the buttons at the bottom of the screen. By highlighting an item, you can show rates for the item, show additional information about the item, show open orders for the item, view a picture of the item, show the calendar activity for the item or hour-by-hour activity for the item, and see shop notes about the item if it is in the shop. Also available to you is a web address link. You may enter a website address in the rental item itself and then click on this web address link button to access the web page you set up in the rental item. Finally, there's a RentTrain Safety Ops link, which allows you to link to the RentTrain database on their website and view vital information about the item. To select an item for either an order or a transfer, double-click on the item. If the item you select is a part of a kit, then you'll be prompted to decide whether or not you wish to rent the item as a kit or as an individual item. If you choose to rent the item as a kit, a secondary screen will appear showing all of the items available in the kit. Once you've selected and saved your kit records as necessary, all items will appear under the Selected Items section. You may then continue selecting other rental or merchandise items. Each time you select an item, it will be added to the Selected Items section. Once you have selected all of the items necessary, you may see the walkout price for all of the selected items. By giving your customer a walkout price, you are able to better communicate the price for renting these items to your customers and cut down on the chances of the customer being surprised when it's time to pay for the rental. The walkout price function factors in standard damage waiver and tax charges based on defaults you have set up in FocalPoint. You will be prompted for freight charges prior to seeing the walkout price. Once you have entered any necessary freight charges, click on the Show Price button and you will be able to convey the actual price of the rental to the customer based on the out date and time and due date and time specified on the screen. With these items selected, you may also create an order by clicking on the Create Order button. By doing so, you'll be taken to the New Order function, which is covered in another section of this demonstration. Finally, you may use this item search function to transfer items from one store to another by clicking on the Do Transfer button. Upon doing so, you will be directed to a secondary screen where you may choose which of your stores to transfer the selected items to. As you can see, there is enough functionality on this screen alone to easily help you run your rental counter. Should you need more information about this functionality, please contact Vism. To continue learning about the creation of an order, proceed to the Order section of this demonstration.